up. The nigga fuck, like he called, we should kick it on telephone and shit, after the Mace.
Right, right.
And then be like, matter of fact, they sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like, not the shit y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Open up the like he call we kick it on telephone after the right. And then be like, matter of fact, they sent me the girl, like not the y'all saw worse, way worse 50 Cent, has leaked more disturbing footage of Diddy and Cassie, exposing Diddy's shady activities. 50 Cent also reacted to Diddy's clip, where he apologized for a 2016 video that showed him mistreating Cassie 50. Said this is not going to work, who is advising him right now SMA poor move throughout their years-long. Spat the singer has regularly made fun of Diddy, had previously spoken out after the horrifying footage of him mistreating Cassie in a hotel corridor went viral on Friday. Did he express that reflecting on the darkest times in one's life is very difficult, but sometimes necessary. He admitted that he had hit rock bottom and was in a very bad place. Despite this, he made no excuses for his behavior in the video, describing it as inexcusable and taking full responsibility for his action. He mentioned that he was disgusted with himself, both at the time of the incident, and still felt the same way now. It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fed up. I'd hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then. When I did it, I'm disgusted now. Moreover, following the publication of the hotel footage on Friday, 50 Cent teased Diddy, which is why he was responding to the apology in the footage, which CNN was able to get. Diddy is seen following Cassie down the hallway of the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City while wearing no shirt and with a towel wrapped around his waist. As she attempted to enter the elevator, he seized her by the back of her head and violently thrust her to the floor. While she lay there unmoving, he kicked her repeatedly afterward. He snatched the 2 designer bags she had been trying to flee with. Diddy loomed over her, delivered another kick, and then hauled her back to their room by her hoodie. According to Cassie's lawsuit, which has now been settled, Diddy allegedly paid the hotel $50,000 for the surveillance footage of the incident. 50 Cent took to Instagram to share the video, sarcastically writing, "Now, I'm sure Puffy didn't do it. He is innocent. This proves nothing. This is what his lawyers are going to say. God help us all." In a statement to Daily Mail, Cassie's attorney, Douglas Wigder, said the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs' words. Cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light. The two showed up hand in hand on the red carpet for the Perfect Matches premiere only 2 days after the 2016 attack. Combs was sued by Cassie last year on charges of mistreatment and several other offenses. In November, they reached a settlement out of court for an undisclosed sum. In a statement at the time, Cassie said, "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control." Cassie said in a statement, "I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support." Diddy's attorney claimed in a statement at the time that his client's settlement did not constitute an admission of guilt. Lawyer Ben Benz said Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damning book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. The two met in 2006 when she was 19, and he was 37. From 2007 to 2018, they were in a relationship. Cassie remembered something that looked like the incident that was captured on the hotel security camera in Los Angeles. The suit claims in around March, Mr. Combs, during info at the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Mr. Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye. After he fell asleep, Miss Ventura tried to leave the hotel room, but as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway. While yelling at her in the lawsuit, Cassie claimed that although she eventually succeeded in escaping Diddy and making it to her own flat, she ultimately chose to stay at the hotel out of fear for the rapper upon realizing that her running away would cause Mr. Combs to be even angrier with her. And completely stuck in his vicious cycle of abuse, Miss Ventura returned to the hotel with the intention of apologizing for running away from her abuse. The settled complaint said it added when she returned, hotel security staff urged her to get back into a cab and go to her apartment, suggesting that they had seen the security footage showing Mr. Combs beating Miss Ventura and throwing glass at her in the hotel hallway. According to the lawsuit, Combs paid $50,000 to the Intercontinental Century City for the security footage of the alleged attack in the corridor. Cassie has spoken of a terrible years-long relationship in which he mistreated her and controlled her movements. The video from the March 2016 incident emerged merely 2 months following the Homeland Security raids on Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles, conducted as part of a trafficking probe. Several claimants have filed lawsuits against him, claiming he is engaged in misconduct during the raid at Sean Combs' Los Angeles home. His sons Justin and Christian King Combs were placed in handcuffs in a separate incident from February. A music producer filed a lawsuit claiming that Combs had forced him to procure prostitutes and pressured him to engaging in shady activities. With them, a woman who claims the rap producer mistreated her when she was 17 years old 2 decades ago was one of Combs' other accusers. Combs and his lawyers have refuted every accusation made in the cases. The rapper is one of the most important executives and producers in hip-hop from the last 30 years, previously recognized as Puff Daddy. He established one of the largest empires in hip-hop, paving the way with multiple companies. Using his renowned moniker, initiator of Bad Boy Records, he has won 3 Grammy Awards and collaborated with numerous high-profile singers, including Notorious Big, Mary J. Blige, Usher, Lil Kim, Faith Evans, and 112. Following a raid on Combs' estates, 50 Cent made fun of the Making the Band veteran in March on Instagram. The rapper posted a poster for a fictitious Diddy documentary series. The poster for the series, entitled Diddy Do It, displayed tattered images of the rapper lying alongside various case files. This is going to break records when this drops. 50 Cent said a documentary by 50 Cent regarding the claims of misconduct against Diddy is now under production. When he first revealed the project in December, he said he intended to donate the documentary's earnings to victims of misconduct. Earlier this year, music producer Rodney Lilroy Jones filed a trafficking lawsuit against Diddy, in which he claimed that Daphne Joy, 50 Cent's ex, had been engaged as a worker and paid by the Bad Boy Records founder. She has rejected the lawsuit's allegation that she was a worker. Joy then made a harsh accusation on Instagram against 50 Cent, saying he had mistreated her. She added that he had not been present for their son. Moreover, it appears that Diddy's troubles are far from over, especially with 50 Cent on the offensive. 50 Cent recently resurfaced a forgotten video detailing Diddy's alleged mistreatment of Cassie, leaving no room for a graceful exit. It's hard to fault 50 Cent, considering Diddy's long history of mistreating behavior that could fill a spreadsheet from the White House to Connecticut. And he go when they do when he do it. He says things he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying, like he says something fabulous. And he goes, yo, no, we know but me. And we ain't party like we need to party. If you're familiar with the context of the 3:00 a.m. video and Diddy's promise to email Andrew, you'll realize that Cassie narrowly escaped a nightmare, which he left him. This section discusses the videos and shady tapes Diddy sent, with the 3:00 a.m. video being an extension of that disturbing pattern. It's a bold claim. But what's the evidence? More specifically, what proof might someone like 50 Cent have that could have potentially destroyed Diddy if Cassie had taken him to court? To understand this, we need to go back in time to the early 90s, specifically 1991. This isn't just about Cassie, it's about highlighting a deeply toxic aspect of Diddy's persona. The woman at the center of this story is Joy Dickerson Neal. Her accusations against Diddy date back to her college days, when Diddy was still a talent agent. This incident predates the rise of bad boy records back. When Diddy was still carving out his path to independence, she recounts a date with him where her drink was spiked, rendering her unable to walk. When they arrived at his music studio, it was then that he made unwanted advances and mistreated her. But hold on, this tale intertwines with the theme of tapes as it appears. Did he not only mistreated her, but also recorded the act, sharing it with two of his acquaintances? How does she know? Well, Devonta Swing, a member of the R&B group, disclosed this information. Remarkably, this isn't mere hearsay, it's documented and affirmed by those involved who stand by their statements. Now you might question why she didn't report it to the authorities. Immediately, her explanation was straightforward: shame, and the dread of losing out on a record deal promised by Diddy tracing back through the nine. It's the creation and ascension of Bad Boy, and ultimately arriving at Cassie. One finds a singular thread woven by Diddy's manipulative tactics. Record deals were dangled as bait, often to incense.